Introduction to English vowels. We know by now that the RP accent of English has 20 vowels. And out of those 20 vowels, 7 are short vowels, 5 are long vowels, and 8 are diphthongs, right? But that's not the complete story. There are some more issues related to vowels, right? And in this session, we are going to discuss some of those issues, right? The first issue is about the number of vowels, right? Like we can raise this question that how many phonemic vowels are there in English? About RP, yes, we can claim that there are 20. But what percent of English speakers are speaking RP accent, right? Then there are more questions like how about the number of vowels in the American English? Maybe more than 20 or less than 20. And how about Australian English or Canadian English or maybe the English which is spoken in New Zealand? And how about those other varieties of non-native speakers of English, right? So that's a question. And we cannot exactly say that what variety has what number of English vowels and how is the difference maintained, right? So that's an issue. Then the second issue about the description of vowel is the existence of diphthong. Yes, diphthongs, they exist, right? But what's the exact number of diphthongs in British English, then in American English, and how about Pakistani English or maybe Indian English? Do we really make a sound like in race? Do we really make it a diphthong, race, right? Or it is only race. So there is a difference between A and A, right? Similarly, face and face. So there is a difference, okay? And that's an issue for phonologists and phoneticians. And then the question may be raised up to the existence of triphthongs. How many triphthongs are there in English, right? So these are some of the issues related to English vowels. And then when there is an issue related to the numbers and the quality of vowels, particularly that's the question of quality, okay? So the point is that how to transcribe those differences which are found in vocalic segments, okay? How can we transcribe them? And then there is also a variation in transcription, like the transcription within English accents, right? Like the British accent of vowels, and then also the transcription issues within dictionaries. You might have seen various very standard dictionaries where there is a difference between two dictionaries, right? So that's also another issue about the English vowels. And then one more issue is about transcription, that in various countries, there are various types of transcription existing, right? Maybe the American system is different than the Canadian one. And then the British system is different, right? And the IEPA, of course, we have a body, IEPA, which takes care of these things. But how many experts follow IEPA exactly, right? So there is also a problem of these symbols. And then symbols are also different in various dictionaries, right? Maybe the IEPA symbols are not applied always, right? So that's also the part of the issues related to English vowels. Let me just introduce to you to three very popular, very famous dictionaries. The one which is called English Pronouncing Dictionary, which was initiated by a well-known English phonetician, Daniel Jones, who also gave the idea of cardinal vowel system. He's the same, phonetician. He started the idea of a dictionary for pronouncing English, and that tradition is still, existing, right? Like Daniel Jones' dictionary not only acquired a very central position in the first half of the last century, but it is still existing. And the 16th edition of the dictionary was, just published in 2003 by the Cambridge University. And the dictionary is named as EPD 16, right? So that's an important dictionary. And as a teacher of phonetician and as a student of phonetics and phonology, we must also learn and also acquire such a standard dictionary. The second important and very famous dictionary is Longman's Pronunciation Dictionary. This dictionary shows you two types of pronunciation, right? The American pronunciation in addition to the British pronunciation, right? So these are two types of pronunciations which are given by the Longman's Pronunciation Dictionary. And one more is there, which is Oxford Dictionary of Pronunciation for Current English, right? The Oxford Dictionary of Pronunciation for Current English is published by Oxford University Press, and that's an important point. That is also an important dictionary. The American, when just we call that American pronunciation is the standard American newscaster pronunciation, right? Standard American newscaster English. That is the technical name which is given to American pronunciation. And then when we talk about the British accent or the British pronunciation, that's the standard BBC English pronunciation, right? And the IPA symbols, which are initiated by IPA, these are also used by standard, dictionaries. And the point is that we should also be introduced to such issues which are existing in the description of English vowels, and then also to those issues which are, not only solvable by various experts, but which are still there. And as an expert of phonetics and phonology, we have to know the nature of those issues related to the description of English vowels.